We have started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to interview. I do
Hello.
these. I was talking. I do these. Uh, and you listen. Today we have Nath.
So,
Let's get into the questions. You had a lot of questions. A lot more than other people
oh
did.
yeah.
That means you're famous. Pickle, stop talking. Stop talking, Pickle. Pickle's being rude. We hate rude people. Rude people suck. The first question.
Mean.
Uh, hey. The first question comes in from
Never
Bar.
mind. I think.
Y- what?
It's because I thought my mic began to bug out.
Oh, okay. Why are two people streaming? I don't understand. Anyway, that doesn't matter. The first question comes in from Barbados. She says, "What do you think of me?"
You're pretty nice. You're a pretty good budding artist, and I really wish the best for you in your adventures. And keep playing Man's Descendants and posting the screenshots on off topic.
Nice. She'll be happy to hear that. I think. What's the next question? Next question comes in from Feather Butter. Uh, they say, "Do you have a
Yeah.
favorite traditional art material?"
Like mechanical pencils. It's pretty much. I almost cannot draw with regular pencils anymore. I need to have a mechanical pencil, and I have one that I have for like 6 years. Ever since I began actually, training myself to get to the place I'm right now, I still have it. And for this reason, I kind of hold this affection towards the mechanical pencil. I also like brush pens. You know those pens that have like the malleable tip that can adjust the thickness of the line depending on the pressure? I'm also a big fan of them. It's a little bit hard to maneuver, but I'm still want to one day actually get to do something.
Big Ego. Big Ego asks, "Wait, is this mic? Okay, it is on." Big Ego says, "When did you start art?"
I would say I actually started when I was around 8 years old. It was when I was like a little kid and I began drawing little comics, like little lizards, and I would begin to make them looking at pictures of lizards and actually try to hone in my skills on how to make them look nicer. And ever since, I've just been craving more and more improvement until I got here, and I'm still improving.
German. He says Nati or Nef. Nef? Is that
Nath.
Naf?
It's actually the answer. Nath. He's asking Nati or Nath. The answer is Nath. It's Nath. The answer is Nath. He's asking me about my name. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think he's asking about the pronunciation because I remember you talked to Barbados about it.
Yes,
So it's Nath, right?
Nath.
Okay, good. I've been saying it right this whole time. Uh,
Yes. Give yourself a pat on the head.
that's good because I pronounce like everything else I pronounce wrong. Uh, okay.
I still have an ex-friend who called me Nath.
Hmm. Hey Isabel, there's like weird religious talk going on in podcast chat. Can you sort that out? I'm kind of doing something right now. Uh, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully you can get on that.
What the hell's going on?
I don't know. Is my mic buggy? I don't think it is.
You know, I have the little sometimes it bugs out, but it's okay.
Hmm. Is it working? I don't know why it's like this.
Done. Yeah, and
It works every other time. Why is it not being good now? I don't understand. I don't understand. Hmm. Is it better now? I guess it's good enough, I guess. Why is it being so trash? Are they still here? Okay, well, no. Oh. This has not gone well. Why is it so bad?
mic's
This.
going good right now. Don't worry. I want to tell you that, but my mic also broke.
Oh. It's not going well. Can someone tell me if it's doing better?
What do you mean?
Probably isn't, but
Your mic's doing great.
yay, I guess. This is really scuffed, but you know what? We're gonna continue. We're gonna keep. We don't stop. We're gonna continue.
Yeah.
We push on. Uh, this dude's name is just
Shay
OK.
asked.
Yeah, dude was just named OK. He says, "Do you like potatoes?"
I like them fried. I like them fried more than anything. Sometimes I like them in soup, but I don't like them raw. Is that a good? Is that a good question? I mean answer.
I guess so. I don't I don't really know what constitutes a good answer or a bad answer. Uh, but I'm sure that was great.
Depends. You're satisfied enough for my answer?
I am satisfied. 2 thumbs up. Good job.
I'm glad.
Um, Monster Legends lore. He says favorite breed of goat.
Mm, I like the Arapawa. I like the Old Irish Goat. I like fainting goats. I also think that Boer goats are cool, and also Damascus ones because they look really weird. But I kind of think that there's some magical stuff going on with the shape of their nose. Not entirely sure. But those are my favorite breed of goats. My character that I have in my profile picture right now is an ibex, which doesn't count as a goat since it's more of like a completely separate animal. But if you consider, I really like ibexes too, bizarre ibex.
You really know your goats. I don't. I don't.
Thank you.
I don't. I've never known someone
Kind,
who's.
kind of. Oh,
No, you go first.
oh, it's because I really began digging into the breeds of goats and stuff, and eventually just kind of like lit up some sort of curiosity inside of me to learn more.
Uh, British kitty drinks some tea. They say, "Do you play Fortnite?"
I don't play Fortnite, but I don't know. I like this one. I like this one like Fortnite skin called Nightlight, but that's pretty much all I know about Fortnite apart from the cool stuff you hear from people joking about it.
I guess you're not dropping into Tomato Town. Oh,
Yeah, Tomato Town stays alive for now.
for now. Um,
Yes.
Wirt, Wirt. He says, "Do you play Yu-Gi-Oh?"
I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I tried playing it before. I actually bought a deck you know, the Lord of the Lair deck that you get full of like stuff. I actually have some cards of it hanging on a little sort of like magnetic board here. But I actually tried getting into it, but I still don't know how the hell that works.
I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh ever, so I wouldn't know. Um, Godzilla. He says, "Are you a Godzilla fan?"
I like Godzilla. I actually got into it from, I don't remember correctly if it was from me watching King of the Monsters when it released, or if it was because I read the Godzilla creepypasta. You know, the one with Red and the Monster of Monsters. It really got me into the whole thing. So yeah. Um,
Uh, Godzilla also says, "How do you feel when someone requests art from you?"
I'm really glad to do that for people when it's like an one-off joke. I did begin doing the Nitro missions, which is people giving me like nitro, either $5 nitro or $10 nitro. So nowadays, if people want really detailed stuff, I usually ask them to give me nitro. But when somebody wants a silly sketch, I actually feel very happy to be able to do that and wait for their reactions.
German. Yes, another question. Have you played any official Pokemon game?
No, never played any. I just played like silly little flash games. You know, there's Pokemon Tower Defense, which is pretty much what I've been playing and how it introduced me to the whole Pokemon stuff. And it actually had some adaptations on the moves because of the different model it had, so I kind of had to relearn a little bit. But I have the spirit. I want to play Black and White one day.
I've also never played Pokemon, so I guess we got that in common. Godzilla. He says, "Thoughts on me?"
So far, my number one fan, and I really admire you for that. Keep asking away, and always be eager to answer.
Steiny says, "What about me? Thoughts on Steiny?" A lot of people want to hear your thoughts on people.
Yes, you're a good member. Sometimes you get toxic, and I had to get you demoted one day because you're being cringe in another server. But generally, I don't actually have any ill will towards you.
No cringe. No cringe allowed.
No cringe
Cringe,
allowed.
cringe is a bannable
From a
offense.
ban.
German says, "Rip your activity in MLWB." I think that's Monster Legends Wiki Brazil.
Yeah, rest in peace, my activity there. Very sad. But I'm starting to get really busy because my university began this week. So if I wasn't active before, I'm going to be inactiver. So very sad.
Uh, Godzilla asks a very unique question. Uh, do you feel guilty when you eat goats?
I've only eaten goat meat once, first of all. And it was like 5 or more months ago. I didn't really. It kind of felt bad, but generally, I just have like some sort of ethics towards eating meat that is relatively complex. I don't know. But I generally don't really feel guilty. I think that the goat meat I ate was weird. I think it had ammonia in it.
Uh, what? Are you okay?
It's because I had stuff here. Yes. I think I got lost in podcast chat, so I began like going a little crazy. But the thing is, when I ate goat meat, which was like once, I was somewhere else, and it was, and apparently my mother said it tasted spoiled, like it was covered with ammonia or something. That's just a fun fact.
Uh,
But that has nothing to do with me feeling guilty when eating goats, right?
Big ego. What's a good tool to coloring in?
What do you mean?
That I
I
don't.
like Sketchbook Pro because it allows me to, magic wand the stuff around the line art, then fill in, and then make it easier to actually fill in colors and optimize everything.
Who's this? His name is just E. Okay, well, E. He says least favorite fire legendary. Your least favorite.
Can't really put my finger on it. Hmm. Can't really put my finger on it. I think it's probably Vada Magma because of how relatively bland it is compared to the others. But if I'm going to think of a more modern one, I'm going to look up here real quick on my Monstergram. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of Ralbog. It's probably my least favorite.
I don't even know what he looks like, so I'll just assume he looks bad.
I'm going to send a screenshot.
Where?
Ralbog. What's going on in podcast chat?
I don't know.
Anyways, here's Ralbog.
Oh, he's that dude with like the four arms. Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, I don't know why. I can't really put my finger.
Kyrim. Kyrim actually asked a question. Crazy.
Oh hell yeah.
I think that's the first time he's ever asked a question. So good job. He says, any thoughts?
Hmm.
Any thoughts on the designs of
Cool.
the? Hmm. What are you gonna say? Oh, don't tell me Mike is
Oh,
bugging out
nothing.
again.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Kyrim said, any thoughts on the designs of the corrupted so far? Mostly with how they all follow a specific design philosophy, with the raw corrupted monsters having that black goop and green crystals all over them, while the pure monsters always having like some amulet or having a green gemstone in it. I didn't even notice.
Yeah. I think that I think it relatively is cool since it actually adds some more visible lore to the monsters. But I think that it could be implemented better in some cases. Since just putting like weird nets of goop just and putting the rocks doesn't really add the depth to how it actually interferes to the monsters. It just makes it look like, oh shit, you just got saw random stuff. I think that it could become some sort of amulet, some sort of like decoration. It could actually make some sort of visible impact and make it more three dimensional rather than just, oh, it became evil. But so far, I think that it's relatively okay, and I actually am disturbed by the designs of the pier monsters because I think that just putting a huge honking greenstone doesn't really, just kind of steals away a lot from the potential of the design of the monsters. I think it could become some like actually diffuse crystals, like little bracelets with the little like beads. Could be some sort of drawing. It could be actually something on the staff, the weapon. I feel like it could have a lot of potential. I'm really more disturbed about designs of the pure more than I am the designs of the corrupted.
Uh, Mason. Yes, for your height, which is kind of weird. I don't know if you want to answer that one because that's kind of a weird question. Um, what's
I'm
your?
the size of a. I'm the size of a 160 something human, or wood plank, or ruler.
You're the size of one ruler. Uh,
I'm the size of a 165 cm ruler.
Mason says, "What's your favorite food?"
I have no idea. I really like chicken stroganoff.
Uh, what's your favorite show?
I can't really put my finger on it. I would say probably 1000 Ways to Die. Or Beastars, since it's a show. Technically, it's an anime. Because I don't actually have a lot of like motivation to pinpoint a show I actually like.
What's your favorite game?
Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
Monster Legends is cool because it has cool designs, but otherwise, I really like Minecraft. Allows me to make my own stories and mental lore.
Do you play Java or Bedrock?
Bedrock.
Okay.
Bought it back when the dollar prices, when converted to real, weren't that high. Nowadays, I wanted to actually buy Java, but it actually costs like nearly 100 Brazilian reais, which is absolutely insane, and I'm not buying that until the price goes down.
Uh, yeah, I play Bedrock too. It's cool. And anyone else who says otherwise is mean. Uh,
Cringe.
yeah, you are cringe. Mason, he says, favorite ML tryhard other than Liam.
Um, Kyron probably. I think I personally don't really check in a lot to see people's ML progress, but I do see that Kyron has nearly every single cosmic at 150, I think, which is pretty insane. And honestly, I admire him a lot for that.
Uh, Godzilla, uh, he says, who's your most disliked person in the server?
Let me check. I really don't like Ugly Ogluk. That's probably sort of like a no-brainer. And also I never really was a fan of Metallica. Does anyone remember that person?
I do. I was there.
Metallica. Yeah. I was never a particularly fan of them. Personally, I'm not sure if anyone else also had beef with them.
No, I just thought they were annoying.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know, I just kinda felt powerless against them.
Godzilla also says, do you watch any anime?
Only Beastars. I did watch Death Note, which was probably my first ever anime. And I actually watched until the end because actually the first one I ever watched was Elfen Light. But so far I only keep tagging along with Beastars. I don't. It's pretty much the only one I care about.
Godzilla asks a lot more questions. The next one he asks is, would you do an entire drawing on the important people here, like with their personas? Apparently, that would take a lot of work.
So you want me to make some sort of like the Last Supper of every single sports person in the MLSFW?
That would be hilarious.
So that would probably. I mean, I would have to ask a lot of money for that, depending on the complexity. If it's just like a silly sketch, I could probably do that. But if you want a full colored one with shading and backgrounds, you have to pay me.
I'll pay you in a third interview. Is that okay? Do you take
Absolutely.
do you take inter do Do you take interviews as cash? All right, good to know. Uh,
Interview coins.
yeah, it's like little tokens.
Yes.
Godzilla. He says, favorite person in the server.
Feather butter.
Okay, that was fast.
That's my favorite person.
Ever?
Yes.
All right.
You're not very chatty.
Yeah, he doesn't. They don't really appear very often. Uh,
Yes. He's shy.
Godzilla. What was the most difficult drawing you've ever done?
I do remember my most difficult ones from a long time ago, but I would say my hardest one was probably the Tintle commission I made for Apple Pie Nationality mode here. APN, you probably know him as. Which is the commission I made of the full sheets with the baby, the egg, and the adult version. I think I can try and find it. Let me take my time and find it. I'm going to post it in podcast chat.
Yeah, I remember him asking for it in the art channel.
Yeah, on like off topic. Oh yeah, I'm gonna find it. Wait a little bit.
Is it right there?
Yes, it's in podcast chat. Just
Oh, there it is. What's the next question? I'm really bad at sorting through
let's
these.
let's let's please keep drama outside of podcast chat. I beg you.
No drama in interviews. Pickle, I'm gonna say it. I'm never gonna say this again. I'm gonna
The
say it once. You are cringe. Anyway, Godzilla. He says, "Who's your favorite corrupted besides Darker?" I don't know if he is your favorite, but
Let me see. He's my favorite. I really like Spectra, Malzeron, and Ferrata. Far, I'll probably keep Spectra in the top, Malzeron in second place, and Ferrata on last place.
is this in terms of like design or just like
Good
everything?
vibes.
Good vibes. Okay.
Yes, everything.
Big Ego asks, "How do you feel about the interview that is happening right now?"
It feels okay. My mind's a little bit clouded right now, but and I'm probably sounding nonsensical when I say things. And so far, I'm kind of scared that I'm sounding weird to a lot of people, but so far, I feel hopeful to being able to surprise people with my answers or solve their expectations.
No, you're doing great. You're doing good. Uh,
Oh, thank you.
that's a. I don't know if I want to ask that. Um,
Better skip that one.
uh, Slayer. He says, "Why are you so cool?"
I don't know. Why am I so cool? You gotta answer that.
A reverse
It's not a
question.
question for me to answer. Yes. We're answering the question with another one. I'm pulling in, reverse card on you.
Godzilla again. He says, "Do you know Newsground?" I assume you mean Newground. And if so, know any series?
Yes. Yes, I do know Newgrounds. I actually have an account there. and I'll probably post it in podcast chat in the end. And so far, I actually am curious in trying out and checking out Madness Combat. You know that one series from 2010s or something?
I
I
don't
wanna get into it.
I don't know anything about Newgrounds. I don't even have an account there, so I'm just I think someone here probably knows. At least I hope so. Um, Godzilla. Another question from him. He says, "Any other hobbies besides drawing?"
I don't know exactly how to say that. I usually like tasting things. I usually like going to places and checking and having coffee. I almost had the idea to open up a little review blog so that I could make some sort of like free sort of advertisement and perhaps get money from that. But I don't think that I want to do that out of money. I'll do that out of passion mostly because I really like to eat. I also like listening to music and testing out different kinds of crafts. I like going out shopping.
British Kitty. They say if Monster Legends became boring, what would you play?
Minecraft and Flash games.
Minecraft all day. There's no other games, only Minecraft.
No
Godzilla.
gods, no masters.
Just Minecraft. Um,
Yes.
Godzilla. What type of metal music do you like?
Recently, I've been getting into regular thrash metal. I used to like much like harder metal. I used to go into like the deepest crevices of metal and listen to the most obscure genres there were, like some sort of like grindcore, black metal, and extremely specified kinds of black metal and death metal. But now I've just kind of chilled out. I decided to stay with like thrash metal, Carcass, Metal Church, which I still listen to this date.
Pickle. Pickle says, "Why is your name the way in which your name is?" It's a weird question.
Ah, it's actually yeah. I actually it's a name adapted from many years ago, back in like 2016, 2017. I used to actually go by the name Nafiz Drevkonas or something like this. And then I proceeded to join a blog and I was a moderator in it, and I called myself Nath for short. And then people, when I joined their Discord server, they began calling me Nath. I liked it, and it stuck. To this date, I'm still Nath.
Godzilla. He says, "Is Nath a nickname?"
Mostly, a friend jokingly called me Nafis once, which is supposed to be some sort of full name. So to say that is a little bit of half an actual name and half a nickname.
Slayer. He says, "Are you a goat?" It's a very important question.
Yes, this was already asked in like Barb stream, and I will answer the same thing. I am a goat, but I most certainly am secretly a demon goat.
I can't believe you'd be a demon goat. I can't believe you'd hide it. Uh, this dude asked me to call me.
Felony.
This dude asked me to call me Cheese. I'm not going to call you that. I'm going to call you Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson 76 because that's what your nickname is. He says, "Can I mail you a DS with Pokemon Black?" He wants to show you.
Depends. Depends. Are you also going to give me the 3DS needed for that? Otherwise, I'm just going to. Oh wait, it is a DS with Pokemon Black. I thought
Yeah.
I misread it. I thought that he was just going to send me the cartridge.
Send you a
I can't read.
send you a cartridge you can't use.
It's just like, juggle with it or something.
Pickle asks like 5,000 questions that no one cares about, so we're gonna skip those. Um, and then we're almost done. So, jeez,
I can answer them.
you're gonna answer all of these really stupid questions. You're gonna answer, do you consume? You're gonna answer honestly, do you consume wood chips? You're gonna answer that.
Yes, yes, I'm going to.
And
I am a man who falls through everything.
all right, fine. Okay, okay,
Trick and
fine.
fit.
All right, fine. Then we'll go through all of these then. If that's what if it's your interview, it's
Yeah.
your interview. All right. The first one, the first of many pickle questions. Thoughts on me? I'm the least toxic person in this server, and I'm super nice.
Yeah, sure. I'll trust you, Pickle. I would say that you are an interesting person, and I always see you as actually being a giraffe talking behind the screen. And also, you got mad at me at DMs and talked it out with Ian after you also got mad at me in DMs. So perhaps after this stream, we can sort it out on in this channel too.
Pickle. Oh my god. He asked, "Do you drink orange juice at regular intervals?"
No,
You don't like orange juice?
I don't usually drink orange juice because my father eats all of the oranges.
He eats them before you can drink them.
Yes.
All right. Okay then. Um, pickle again. We are 3 questions in. This is already tiring. He asks, "What are your opinions on the exponential growth of cryptocurrency?"
Bad for the environment.
Who was your favorite ancient Greek philosopher?
Diogenes.
Do you consume wood chips?
No. Perhaps secretly, if I end up eating some sort of weird processed food that happens to have wood chips in it, but I don't willingly eat wood chips.
What are your thoughts on the process of photosynthesis? I said that so bad.
Very complicated. I hate learning about it in biology class.
Do you condone the earthly water cycle? Do you condone it? Do
No, it's
you?
problematic. No,
Good. We need to
it's
cancel it.
problematic, like I said before. It needs to be cancelled.
We're
Yes.
canceling it. Have you ever held a frying pan?
By its handle.
You've never just held the middle.
No.
Here's a question I don't understand. Uh, do you prefer the Snapdragon 855 chip or the A12 Bionic chip? I think this is like a computer question. I don't know. I have no clue.
I'll pick the Snapdragon just because it's. I'll pick the Snapdragon just because it has dragon in the name.
Yeah,
That's my logic in choosing
Dra-
computer gear.
dragons are cool. Uh, what's your opinions on Discord slow mode? It's very important.
They're annoying. They're annoying only when I cannot be into it. In this case, I am immune to it, so I think it's epic. And
Yeah,
if it's on another server that I have to deal with it, then I think it's annoying.
let's enforce slow mode on every channel. That's a good idea. Uh, who is your favorite financial advisor? You have to have a favorite.
I can think of that. I can pick a favorite because I don't know economics. But it depends. In which way? Do you mean in the way that they advise you financially? In their character? Depends. Elaborate a little bit.
Yeah, Pickle, elaborate on that stupid question. Do it. Here's a. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. Oh no. Pickle, you have cursed us. You have cursed us.
Uh,
Oh no. Why? Why did you think of these? How did you think of these? Uh. Alright, fine. Fine. Since you insisted, we're getting through these. And we're getting through all of them. Here's one. What is your fifth least favorite Discord bot on the top GG public Discord bot list?
that bot.
Is that even in the list? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't check it. I don't check it. So
Don't I? Didn't someone ask for Dadbot in the server once? I think Sweaty did.
yeah,
I think it was like
yeah.
the worst idea ever because it just says I hi blank I'm dad every single time. Why would we don't need that. Anyway,
Yeah.
what's your favorite brain? Oh no.
Too much.
This is no.
I'm
Stop
very happy with
adding.
potato chip one.
Stop adding onto it. Stop. Stop.
Okay, let's skip these ones.
No, no, stop.
It was funny, but now I think
Stop adding. I'm gonna stop.
I'm going to
No
end up
more.
turning this into an absolute fucking almanac about my
Wait,
taste.
wait.
So let's skip those.
This is.
Sorry.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, Pickle.
I'm gonna
So
ask.
sorry.
The only one I'm gonna ask you. Do you have Discord?
No. I don't have Discord. I'm just a user of it.
Makes sense. Jeez. He says, "Can I have a hug?"
Sure, come here. My little pog champ.
Oh no. He said Pog. Good job. We already answered that goat question. Sweaty, he
My
said,
character's an ibex.
Sweaty, he asked, are you a fish?
No. Or perhaps I am because I'm an evolved one. I'm
Well,
a hyper evolved fish to live in land and answer questions on Discord.
but you're not on Discord. So how?
Yeah, I'm just a user of it, like I said. But he didn't ask if I was on Discord. He only asked if I have it, which I don't have Discord. I'm just a user of it.
Oh my god, Pickle, stop. Stop. He keeps on adding, he keeps on asking more. They get worse every time.
He's going to get a census of my
Stop.
entire taste.
Stop. He keeps on adding more. Every single time he adds more. Jeez. He says, do you like small ants? Stop adding more.
I have no idea. I have no idea what small ant is.
Alright. Slayer. Light mode or dark mode?
Dark mode all the way. And if possible, a mold mode. You know that one that it's like super dark? That you can only get on mobile? That one is like top tier.
I don't know if I have that on. Maybe I'll look into it. Gaming cat.
I don't know if it's a
I think it's in like beta or something. I don't know. Gaming cat. Flex tape or flex seal? Remember that meme like a month ago? 2 years ago, actually.
Flex seal sounds more versatile. Because flex tape only fixes things that it only tapes things up. Flex seal can be used on anything, even places that are immune to tape.
Pickle, you asked why do we still have a questions for Armor channel? I can answer that. It's because Armor will not. He will not get back to me.
Of his choice.
He will not get back to me.
Pick one of his questions. I'll answer one of these questions.
Are these questions good?
Awful.
That's the only one I'm gonna ask you out of those. Gaming cat.
Yeah.
ask an actual good question. Finally, I've been waiting. What's your favorite metal band?
In Christ and Metal Church. Probably right now it's Metal Church, but before it was Rotting Christ.
Godzilla. Favorite mod in Friday Night Funkin'. I don't even know if you play that game.
I watch videos of it, but I don't consider myself to be in the community. But I don't know, I like the tricky one.
Gaming Cat. Do you have a waifu?
My heart only belongs to Metallica.
Like the monster or the user?
Metallica the monster.
I had to know. For some reason, when you said that, I first thought of the person before the monster. I don't know why. Um, Gaming Cat says Godzilla or Monkey.
For Godzilla. Godzilla's gonna win.
Uh, Everyone's making these predictions, but I bet no one will see that movie.
The secret ending of Godzilla vs Kong is they make out.
Okay, I can't wait. Cheese. He says, "Is Harambe Pog?" That was like 5 years ago.
That's an odd question. That's cringe.
That's you deem that question cringe?
Yes, I deem that question cringe.
You deem it cringe?
And yes.
Um, Slayer asked a question that makes me sad, so I'm gonna skip it because it makes me very sad. Uh,
It's cringe, but
it is a cringe question. I'm glad we agree. Gaming Cat, that's a cringe question. I don't want to answer. I don't want to answer. I will not ask any cringe questions. Pickle comes in with another like 15 million questions that I will not ask. Actually, no, I'm gonna ask one of them. Um. Oh, here's actually a good one that he actually asked. Um. Have you ever injured yourself severely?
not really. I once hurt my feet so bad that I had to get like bandage for months. But that's pretty much the worst that happened.
Uh, Pickle says the one with the question marks are serious, so like two of them. Okay, I can do two. He has a very existential question. What do you think happens when we die?
We rot and we become bones and when we get eaten by bacteria and fungi. That's what happens.
You become fungus.
It's an open casket.
You become mushroom.
Mushrooms, life, and death.
Gaming Cat. Should I dye my hair purple, pink, or something else? You misspelled dye.
You should. I don't know. Pick what you want. I personally like purple.
Oh my god. These are the worst questions I've ever seen in my entire life. And that's pretty crazy. That's impressive. Swagati. I have to say it like that because I just have to. How do you feel about Moochie, like the monster?
I wish that it was still viable because I had put so much effort into getting it the best relics and the best runes.
It's coochie.
Shut up. You're not. It's not your interview. Go away. Uh, these are just meme questions. I hate meme questions. Um, Slayer, are these actually the worst questions? The answer is yes. Um, uh,
Yeah.
gaming, Gaming cat.
Very interesting question.
Yeah, let's say interesting instead of terrible. It sounds better. Uh, gaming cat. If someone is always lying, are they lying?
It depends. Would it depends. If Pinocchio say they are going to say a lie now, would his nose grow or stay the same? Ask yourself this.
What's the next question? All right. There is none. There is none. There is none.
People are just shit posting there now.
Yeah, and none of these are good. You're all getting banned after this. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, here's one. Are are you a fan of doors?
I think they're cool.
Yeah, I know you gave me 50 questions, Pickle. They're all like 49 of them are bad. Hey, Nath. Nath. Do you like Barney the dinosaur?
I think he's cool.
Who? Drunkle just says, "Who are we interviewing?" The answer is no one.
We're interviewing Isabel, of course. Not at all me.
We're interviewing Pickle. Yay!
Yes.
If I ever interview you, Pickle, it will be the most chaotic. It'll be the most chaotic interview ever. It would be the worst. It would be funny though. It would be funny, but it'd be so. It would just be all over the place. Here's a that question makes me sad. I don't like sad questions. Sad questions make me sad.
Read my question now.
Are you threatening me? You can't threaten me. I'm unthreatenable. I feel like this has just gone away. This has just gone away from you, and now it's just gone off the rails. What's an art?
And become insane.
What's an art question? I'm gonna think of an art question.
Become an insane.
Yeah. Art question. Art question.
I mean,
Okay.
it's interesting to spice up the interview sometimes.
I'm thinking of questions because I don't like any single other one. Like Pickle, come on. Pickle just said opinions on and just left it at that. That's not a question. Have you ever seen? This is not good. This gets a 0 out of 10. It's a 0. It is funny though. It is funny. Um, how's your art evolved from like when you first joined the server to now? Like how much have you improved, would you say?
I think that I've begun to actually deal with shapes and proportions much better. I think that I also managed to master how I use line art and texture. That's pretty much. I still need to gotta take a look at how it was back then, but I would say that remembering the first pieces I made from when I came here, I actually learned how to do hands and bodies much better.
Pickle. He asks a serious question. Thank God. He says, "Any art tips? I've always been bad at art, but I've always wanted to draw."
I think that a key thing that will help you actually get inspired to draw or give you more comfort is to actually get your wrist weathered to actually be very flexible and be able to make proper shapes, round stuff, straight lines. Because if you have a stiff wrist or just aren't able to confidently grab a pencil and make actual shapes, you're probably not going to be able to get very far. That's probably just based off my own experience, but I always feel like when you keep practicing a lot, a part of what makes it comfortable and makes you want actually have a drive to improve is by having a comfortable wrist.
Drunkle, is this going on the YouTube channel? The answer is yes. Unfortunately, yes, it is.
But it's going to be an interesting one.
Pickle.
An interesting
Yeah.
interview.
Pickle. He says, "What's your nationality? Where are you from?" Aren't you
I'm Brazilian.
Brazil? Someone put
Come to Brazil.
someone put the gay flag underneath. That's not. I don't think that's how nations work.
I'm from the gay nation. Have you heard that Brazil has one of the biggest pride parades in the world?
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. That's a cool fun fact.
Now you know.
Bromius, I'm not asking your question. Sorry. Gaming cat. Why does your voice sound so cool?
I have no idea. Why does my voice sound cool to you?
No one
Because
compliments.
for me, my voice just sounds like a 12-year-old.
No one likes my voice.
Your voice is good.
Yes. Who has the next question? Cheese. That's a funny name. What is your favorite OG mythic?
Go ahead. That's the answer.
Just stop right
I'm
there.
not going to get.
That is all.
Yes.
Here's a question from Isabel. I don't get it. Maybe you will, because he put a little winky emoji. Who is Pocket Naro, and what makes it funny? I have no clue what that means, but
It's the president of Brazil.
Oh,
But also part of his name can be translated to pocket. Pocket narrow.
so that's just the name of the president. Okay.
Yes.
What's your favorite type of pencil? Didn't you already say
Chibi pencil.
Didn't you already say mechanical?
Oh, and mechanical. Yes, but pretty much 2B can also count to the consistency of the lead.
Pickle.
Since there are, different lead.
Oh. Pickle. What's your favorite monster of each rarity? Like common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, mythic, cosmic, corrupted.
My favorite common is King. My favorite uncommon is Pterodactyl. And Rodent. I made a list of them before, but I forgot.
So all I got from that, someone moved me to another channel. I think it was Bromius, but whatever.
What?
Tyranniking and Rodent. That's all.
Oh, wait. My favorite common is King. My favorite uncommon is Pterodactyl. My favorite rare is Rodent. And wait, I'm looking through the Monstergram right now. I also really like Gravoid. I forgot about the guy. My favorite epic is, let me see, Greygoyle. I'm a big fan of Greygoyle. What's my first ever epic that I used in competitively? My favorite legendary is probably K4. My favorite mythic is. A second, what did you say before?
OG mythic.
Glamhead.
And then cosmic.
My favorite cosmic is Krampus Killjoy. And my favorite corrupted so far is Darker.
Gaming cat. Do I deserve all the bullying I unfortunately get?
No, you don't. You're a great interview host.
Yay!
You're not called Mr. Important for nothing.
That is true. They do call me that. Cheese. Can I ask Canadian? No, you can't. Sorry.
Probably
Not
nobody
right now.
calls you Mr. Important.
They all do. I don't think you
I do.
understand. He does. Everyone calls me Mr. Important.
Leave him alone. He's our best friend.
I'm everyone's best
Damn.
friend. They call me Mr. Best Friend. I don't think you understand. Gaming Cat. Who's your favorite admin? You can't pick yourself.
I can't pick. I can't pick anyone because you're all very good admins.
You should pick Fallblade. Because he's super active.
Are you listening? Are you listening, Fallblade?
No, I don't think he's ever.
Probably isn't.
I asked if he could do an interview once, and he said no. He was like going away for military leave. But once he comes back, I'm gonna ask again.
Poor guy. I hope he's doing good in his time.
He is online, so I think his status is a smiley face, so he should be good.
Smiley little moon face.
Slayer, that's a weird question, and it's also a cringe question. We don't ask cringe questions here.
Skip it.
Gaming Cat, thoughts on Instagram and other social media?
Cringe. I only have a Tumblr.
You don't use like
Check out how it is doing right now.
that's you go.
Yeah, I only have a Tumblr right now. I have a Twitter, but I barely use it. I only like posts on it because why would I? Tumblr already does everything. Already has the entire demographic I want.
Yeah, I don't think the Monster Legends Twitter is blowing up.
Yeah, they're not particularly dream levels of engagement.
Drunkle, that's a cringe question. He's not even in this call. Slayer, why do you simp for Glamehead?
Because he's lovely. He has beautiful hair. He's got a nice face mask. He's just got a lot of character. And very good clothing. There's nothing to not like.
Pickle, that's no. Gaming Cat, which admin has the best name? I like how you gave Steiny as an example, even though he's not. Okay. That's
He's
You-
gone forever. As
you.
admin.
You could
Fallblade is a badass name.
That is true. Too bad he's not active.
Yeah. He may be lurking, who knows?
Duh.
Maybe spying on the podcast chat.
He's always watching. I've talked to him like once. Cheese. Do you play Smash? That's what he asked.
Never did because I never had a console and I never really had interest in it. I literally only have a PC for this, and the only other console, and the only time I've ever played in a console was in other people's consoles. Never had one of my own.
Sweaty asked a lot of cringe questions. No cringe. No cringe. Gaming Cat. Milk before cereal or cereal before milk?
I don't eat a lot of cereal, but crucify me for this, but I always put milk before cereal.
No, that's. I eat cereal dry. All right, I'm a no milk sort of guy. Yes, we exist.
Okay, that's even worse.
Hey, I like chewing on dry cereal. Sue me. Don't
Bro.
sue me.
Dry cereal is actually amazing.
Thank you. See, one guy gets it. I like to just munch on, just crunch. Okay, I just took over for like a second. I remember this is about you, not me. Um, Pickle, Nath, do you think do you think Canadians should interview Pickle?
I really want to know what goes on in your head when you make these questions. I think that it would really give an insight on your mindset. So yes.
Yeah, what's going on in that noggin? Um, can we do a cheese interview? No, we can't. I don't know who you are, why you are, and who you are. So no. Gaming
Yes, will it be a liaison meeting for Isabel's office? Because if so, then perhaps.
Gaming Cat, that's a cringe question. Slayer, that's a
I
cringe
can answer it.
question. What do you mean you
Not
can?
a cringe question.
Yes, it.
Extremely pivotal.
What do you mean you can answer it? No, don't. All right, all right. Answer it then.
Fluttershy is best pony.
I don't know who that is, so I'll assume
It's the yellow pony.
I've never
Pink
watched.
hair.
I've never watched it, so um. Hey, peanut butter sandwiches are good. All right. I like Slayer. Peanut butter sandwiches are amazing. I've eaten one for breakfast for like 12 years, every single day. Mr. Peanut Butter Sandwich is in the building. They suck. You suck. They're so dry. Have you ever had a meal and then you have a little glass of something? Try that. Try, try that. Right. Back to
Yeah,
the.
That's not taking away from the fact that the sandwich is dry.
This.
What's happening?
Have you ever had a peanut butter sandwich?
I think I tried doing one once when I was going to like gymnastic class, but I think I don't remember correctly if I ate it or not. But I assume it must have tasted good
Everyone hates some
because peanut butter isn't very common here.
Oh. I buy peanut butter
Yeah,
by
we
the.
don't really have like Jif.
I will. Here you go. Keeps on texting me.
Uh, how chaotic.
Yeah, this is too much at once. I was gonna say though, I buy peanut
Indeed.
butter. I buy peanut butter by the pound. All right, that's how much I buy.
I get that.
Isabel, these are funny questions. I'm not even. I'm not even asking them. They are funny though.
I don't know,
Um.
perhaps I may take this shot. Perhaps I may get banned for putting milk before cereal.
Yeah. Tim Hortons doesn't sell poutine. I can tell you that. I have had poutine before. I'm not the biggest fan actually. Pickle asked a serious question. No, it's not the My Little Pony one. Um,
Princess Luna is great, come on.
you want to answer the My Little Pony question again, don't you?
I answered this already.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. I see how it is. I see how it is. All right. All right then. Pickle.
I mean, I'm a guy with opinions.
Hmm?
I'm a guy with opinions. And
That
some of them
fair.
are on MLP.
Fair enough. I don't have
But let's
opinions.
go on.
All right. All right. All right. What was, what is it that you like about this wiki? Like, what made you stay here, go for admin, etc.? Any things in particular that you really enjoy?
I don't know, it's probably how everybody here is so lighthearted about a lot of stuff. How you both have some sort of like joking side and a serious side. And the way you deal with that actually makes me feel like this place is pretty homely. When I first joined this place, I actually began having people think that my taste for Glamhead was weird, and I actually considered leaving. But I decided to stay just to see how things would go out, and as people began actually accepting me for what I like, I felt like this place really became some sort of home. And I feel like, and running for admin was something I ran because I wanted to fix some of the mistakes I saw here. Much the community here is what I really like.
Cheese asks his final question: is tonight a good night? The answer is no.
It's a good night. It's a good one. Saturday night.
Isabel asks a very good question. If we cannot use this channel for questions, I am happy to mute. How do you feel about that?
I think he's true. You know how it is. He's true.
Gaming Cat, will you ever draw me a profile picture?
Sure. Can deal this out in DMs.
But remember, you must pay him in interviews or Nitro. That is the only two way he accepts payment.
Or Dogecoin.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay you in cryptocurrency.
It ruins the environment, like I
There's
said.
money in the stock market I can lend to you.
Isabel
maybe
asks
in GameStop.
Another question. Questions, not discussion. We use this channel for that. How does that make you feel?
He's true. Like I said.
I like it. Why do you keep on putting he's true? He's true.
Because it's true.
That's a My Little Pony question. I don't want to ask it, but you're gonna answer it, so I'm kind of stuck here.
Iraq is cool because he's a weird centaur guy, I think. So, Iraq.
Slayer, do you take bits? Does that mean like
I have to create.
Twitch bits?
I would have to create an address right now, and I don't have one.
She says my phone's gonna die, so good night. I don't know why he phrased it like a question.
Depends. Is it a good? Do you want a good night?
The question returns to you. Here's a great question from Isabel. Is Canadian a therapist? Is Nath also a therapist? Or is Nath receiving the therapy?
Hard question. Canadian is just a tier. He's very pretty much like chill with everything, so I would say that he has sort of like an energy of a therapist.
I have
But he's not.
energy. Yeah, please do not come to me with your problems. I don't know how to solve them. Drunkle.
Am I a therapist? I don't know. Am I?
I don't know. Sirzu. Oh wait, no, not Sirzu. Why did I say Sirzu? Drunkle. Who do you think is the scariest admin?
I don't know. Ian is a good admin, but he's also really strict and hard set on things. So I'd say to everybody who is not like a peer of him, probably having him be, as strict as he is in MLC, MLO, it probably creeps some people out on how his behavior is so set in stone.
Here's a great question from Pickle. I'm gonna have so much joy reading this question. What is your favorite number of the alphabet? Please answer in a scale from 1 to 10 and refrain from using words, rather drag the slider to indicate your agreement with the statement. No, you can't use words.
I don't know. It'd probably be a 5.
Oh, you broke it. You can't use words. But it's fine. We all mess up. Sweaty, that is the worst question I've ever seen in my entire life. Is bird your favorite color?
Robin Zack Blue technically counts as a bird, and it's a very good color, but I wouldn't call it my favorite.
Here's a
You
good
ever
one.
heard of You ever heard of Robin Zack Blue?
No. I don't.
Very good color.
Um,
Let me
ambiguous.
go.
He says, are bacon bits delicious?
Never had it.
Oh. Well, that means you can't. Oh. I've actually never had them as well. Maybe one day. Slayer. He says, have you been rickrolled before? If so, how did that make you feel?
Refreshing.
It was refreshing?
Yes.
Okay, the questions are going off the rails.
Please do not discuss.
Um,
Please do not discuss in the interview questions. Come on.
yeah, no, none of that. Isabel, can you get on that? You're really strict and you're really good at making people scared. So could you do that, please? Thank you. You're really good at making people do stuff. I'm not very good at that. What's the next question?
Ian is best admin. Even better than me.
I guess so. I mean, I don't moderate very well because I don't. I'm probably like the
I'm so
worst.
soft. I'm like memory foam.
You're just like memory foam.
Yes. If anyone puts pressure, I bend.
Pickle. He
Then
said
I come
pickle.
back up like memory foam.
Pickle says, "Do you like classical music?"
Some classical music is good.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know a lot about it.
Isabel asked a really good question. Next person to chatter here gets a mute. How does that make you feel?
He's true.
Can you post?
Me feel he's true.
That's like the
You're supposed to
last.
say he's true.
That's like the last questions. Pickle sent me 3 DMs. I'm not gonna
What
answer.
is my question?
Your questions are cringe. Pickle's DMing me. I know you asked a serious question. I asked that, but also you've been kind of asking stupid questions this whole time. Uh, so, and we hate stupid questions because they suck. Stupid questions are bad for the environment. Uh, is that it? Are we done? I think we might be done. I don't. There's no more. There haven't been very many. Um, ambiguous. He says, who do you think should be the next uh interview guest? Uh-oh.
I don't know. An admin could be. I remember commenting on the idea of an. I think that Ian could be put in the on the podcast if he ever wants to. I would love to have him answer questions.
Stop DMing me. I don't answer DMs when I'm doing a podcast. The podcast or the interview. The interview comes first. Uh, you already answered the favorite food one. Isabel. Nath, what inspired you to play Monster Legends? And if you have quit, then why? What inspires you to keep drawing and making OCs? This is going to be the last question before we get out of here.
Yeah. But actually, the last I began playing ML back in 2015, 2016 because I played Dragon City and I also got a curiosity to check out Monster Legends. I eventually stopped because it was consuming too much of my for my tablet space. But in October of 2019, I came back because I decided to get some sort of throwback to that time. I looked back on my Facebook. I decided to reinstall some games I played back then, like Kings of Thieves and Master Legends, and eventually I began to be like, wow, there's so much going on here. And I decided to, I don't know, explore the game. I kind of feel good when I decide to explore the entirety of a very large game. And I ended up becoming stuck to it. Well, I came and I couldn't go back. And I have never quit the game because I treat it extremely casually. What inspires me to keep drawing and making LCs? My MLOCs, right? Because I actually have like 44 MLOCs, if you didn't know.
All right, I think
What
we
does that
should.
make you feel?
I think. I think we should end because. No. What was I gonna say? We should. We should just end this. Too much drama. I hate drama. Drama sucks.
Yeah, perhaps.
No. No more drama.
Yes. This is a weird interview.
This has
Let's
been.
stop. Please
this
remember to subscribe.
Yeah. Subscribe. Subscribe.
The great one.
So, if you don't subscribe,
Subscribe
I will
to
punch you.
Nationality's competitive wiki.
That's a good idea. Subscribe so that once we get to 1,000 subs.
Thank you.
I was talking. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, and then I can't remember the amount of views we need. We can monetize, and you know what that means? Interviews with like 50 mid-roll ads. I cannot wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be a great time. Anyway,
I'm going to make a 5-hour special.
yeah, 5-hour interview special.
I'm going to make that
There's gonna be so much,
me.
so much.
I'm going to make that one. I'm going to make that one. I'm going to make that one last supper.
Yeah, you're gonna make
I'm going to
that.
make that one last supper thing with all of for the members of the wiki, and then you're going to pay me for 5 hours.
Okay, we're gonna end it here now. Thanks for being here. Bye bye.
Yeah, my mic's failing, and I think that I'm getting like lag. So sorry if I'm speaking over you.
That's good.
But subscribe to Monster Legends competitive wiki.
Good idea.
Turn on notifications. Ring the little bell.
We'll see you next time. That's what the Let's Players say.